Hello, and welcome to day 4 of the Defy Negativity Challenge. So far this week, we've done some pretty deep internal kind of work. And I know I said at the beginning of this challenge that it doesn't take long hours of analysis. We've been taking it very, very slowly. I've been giving you a lot of time to feel into things. But really, you can pick up and now use these tools as you're becoming used to them and use them very quickly. You just have to know what clarity you need and what clarity you're seeking. And now that you've got some questions and kind of gotten a sense of that one or two things that your mind and your emotions really kind of get a little twisted up or confused around, the whole process then just becomes that much quicker. It's like, all right, we're back to this issue. Why am I experiencing this issue again today? So today we're really going to look at how to begin releasing these patterns and releasing these beliefs. Because the sooner we can really release the belief, the less we're going to come up against our the emotional allergic reaction moments, those trigger points when a particular doubt creeps in and you're going to be like, all right, we're going back to that. Well, I don't have to feel all of it. I understand what the root of it is. And you know what? I think I could be okay. So we want to be able to get to that point. And the real key, I'm just going to be upfront about this and just get it out there, is giving yourself permission to be and feel safe in the moment, regardless of external influences, regardless of who said what, why they said it, who did what, and who's going to clean up the mess. If you can come to the point where you feel safe, secure, and just beyond it, I have now grown beyond it. You have defied negativity. So here are some tips about how to continually feel safe and secure no matter what's going on outside of you. Number 1, you are the only one who can give yourself security. You're the only one who can save yourself. Your security does not come from your bank account. It does not come from your income. It does not come from your relationships or your family status. It doesn't come from having the best family and the most perfect family in the world. It doesn't come from being the perfect weight or having the perfect body. It doesn't come from having a college degree or certifications. And it doesn't come from who you know. You are the only one who can give yourself the sense that you are okay as you are and as who you are growing to be, as you're tapping into your divine potential and learning to really embody your soul self. The other thing you have to realize about feeling safe and secure is that the only reason why you don't feel safe and secure is because you are losing something. You are afraid you are losing something, and you don't know how to react. But worry, panic, defensiveness isn't ever going to save you from losing anything. Not unless you learn to use that fear signal as a signal for where you need to grow more. Grow more so that you can be prepared. You can feel secure if that happens. If that happens. They are your worst fears. They aren't prophecy. They aren't really destiny. Unless we're so focused on them, that's all we see. We have to learn to find our own sense of security, because it doesn't come from anybody else's words. It doesn't come from a good testimonial. Not really. Or a good review, or a promotion, or a bonus. All of that is gravy, trappings. The real security comes from within you. And when you get to the point where you can actually name what you are afraid of losing in this one situation where you're experiencing negativity, you have to ask yourself a couple questions. And this is just part of your homework, but we'll go over them in talk form here. When you're feeling that negativity and when you're feeling that emotional allergic reaction, you want to stop and ask yourself, what do you really lose here by simply letting the situation go? I mean, honest, actual loss, not your feelings of being right or validated. You're not going to lose your confidence, because really, your opinion, somebody else's opinion, they are beliefs and words in a sea of other beliefs and words. You will always hold true to what you believe, and you will grow and you will refine that over time. You can't actually lose confidence in the same way you cannot lose your wholeness. You can forget, but you can also very quickly remember who you are and why you are here, and the impact your love can bring to the world. And you're certainly not going to lose your peace of mind, because your worst fears are only signals of where you need to grow more, where you need to become more. And the other question is, what do you actually have to gain by holding on to this situation, by holding on to the feelings of hurt? What are you actually getting out of it? How is it actually benefiting you? And the last question to ask yourself is, what are you actually willing to do about it? Not, whoop, Xander's going crazy because there's still dinner on my desk. So what are you actually willing to do about it? And we're talking with your whole heart, with your integrity, not just reaction. Are you going to add to the love? Or are you going to add to the hurt? Keeping your boundaries does not automatically add to the hurt. Saying no does not automatically mean you're hurting somebody. Saying yes doesn't mean you're actually helping somebody either. What are you actually willing to do, willing to give in this situation with your whole heart? And who are you actually giving it to or for? Now, and the reason why I want to make an impression on you with you being your own source of security and safety and comfort in the world is because there are many circumstances in life in which we simply aren't going to find the agreement or the closure or the sense of validation that we feel like we need at the time. And it might not ever come. It might not come in a timely fashion because we're always dealing with these other people, right? And these other people aren't on our divine timing. They're on their own divine timing, on their own path. But we can't let that stop us from walking our path, from walking in our light, simply because they aren't there yet to give us the apology we really needed. They aren't there yet to admit that they were misguided. They aren't there yet to see, to really deeply see, the impact of what they were saying or doing. And we can't force them to be, no matter what they did. We can let them know, we can speak our truth, but we cannot force them to give a heartfelt apology. We cannot force them to know what it's like to walk in our shoes, having been on the other end of that. When we are being in that space where we want and feel like we need to control that outcome, we are acting out of our emotional allergic reaction state of mind, our fear state of mind, our fear of loss, our fear that we're never going to get ourselves back, we're never going to get back to where we were before. But forcing those reactions in others is like a light worker going dark. When we stay in this space where we feel like we have to control how others respond to us, whether it's that apology seeking or the validation seeking or the agreement seeking, we're going to have others react to us as if we are attacking them, ambushing them, confronting or causing conflict with them, criticizing them, or even bullying them. In a sense, as empaths, and this is something we do, we are mirroring the emotional allergic reaction they cause in us back to them. It's not going to help. It's only going to cause more derision. Well, we have to speak our own truth and own our own truth. We also have to own our own light and love and emotional responsibility as well. This defying negativity, it's about coming to that center place where we feel we can make that split-second decision to be something bigger than simply an emotional allergic reaction, where we can stand for something deeper than just, oh, how can you say that, you suck? But now for the homework. We're going to go back to those questions that I had before. And I just want you to take a look at everything you've written down over the course of this week so far and really start to ask yourself those questions. And those questions were, if I can find them all again. Oh, here they are. Those questions were, what are you afraid of losing? What will you really lose by simply letting go? and or conversely, this doesn't have to be a separate question. What are you actually gaining by holding on? How is holding on to this benefiting you? And what are you actually willing to do with your whole heart about the situation? What are you actually willing to freely give? Because you know you won't actually lose anything for doing it. Okay. And if you want a copy of those questions, it is not too late to get on the email listing to get the book and the meditative journaling experience, where you have those questions and all written down and for yourself, and you keep it for posterity and all that good stuff. So you can do that, and it's not too late to get your homework in. Everybody will get 5 points for every answer they do give, whether especially if it's not on time still. If you do get it on time, you get 10 points. And tomorrow we are going to, I don't know where I put my poem cord. I had it sitting out here. So tomorrow we're going to list who got the top prizes. So who was actually able to get all 10 points every day and earn enough points to get themselves a free 2018 year look ahead reading. All right, and I can't wait to see who wins that. And yes, more than one person can win because it's not about competition. It's about challenging yourself and yourself to dig a little bit deeper and release a little bit more of what's holding you back from you being the authentic, beautiful, divine, fifth dimensional being, light worker, spiritual warrior self that you are. See you.